We're the coolest cats in the whole nerd herd. Grab your badge and strike.
Hey everybody, welcome to Concast. It is the 15th day of April. I hope everybody got their taxes done.
Oh, oh, don't do that, man. You say April, and I always just think Ren fairs and stuff because this is when they hit real hard. And now you said taxes. I'm like, damn it! I didn't even file extension or nothing. Damn it!
Oh, you need to get on that.
Yeah, I need to get on that right now.
Yeah, if you don't, they might end up drafting you. Did you? I heard scuttlebutt that they changed the draft now. Now the maximum age is 42.
Yeah, I think you can have like a minor felony. You can have all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, they're going straight up Russian on this stuff, just letting in everybody.
They're starting to do that. They're planning on war.
Well, I don't know if you know this. There's been some shit going on in the news. I think.
You may not be aware.
Possibly be fucking with people. Oh, the Middle East. Yeah.
You may not be aware, but apparently Iran right now, we're in the process of changing their topography explosively.
God, I do want to talk politics so badly. I want to. But
now let's leave the pedo president out of it. All right, no talk about that. I mean, we might be able to touch on the number of warehouse fires.
Now I saw the toilet paper place go up.
Yeah, and there's been 5 more.
Oh, I guess I haven't been watching enough.
And the guy who chucked the cocktail of Molotovness at the CEO for ChatGPT's house.
Oh no, shoot.
Yeah. The things that are not being reported on. Figure that one.
I'm sure my algorithms know exactly what riles me up, and burning toilet paper wasn't one of them. So,
and that's one of the things that gets me is, I specifically went into my feed selection and, where you can, change, and I turned off political crap. And if this is the amount of political crap I'm seeing with that turned off, how bad is it for people who don't know to turn that off?
I went in a couple weeks ago because I was setting up the WAGs or trying to transfer over WAGs stuff. Huh?
Curate your feed. That's it.
Yeah.
Curate.
Well, and so I started me a whole nother channel just for like positive me, like, oh, this is gonna have all my painting stuff and on it, and all the little weird, like Bigfoot and crypto stuff I like watching, and all that stuff that just when I went no political at all, and it filled up with political stuff like that. I'm not subscribed to anything on there at all, but that's all it shows me. Meanwhile, stuff I am subscribed to, nah, it doesn't show me that stuff. So.
And what gets me is if you actually go through your feed, especially bad on Facebook, but if you go through your feed, you will see, the things it's presenting you. Every other one, if not 2-to-1 ratio, is where it has a little blue follow next to it, where they're feeding you other stuff besides the things that you want to see, things that they think that you want that will, will up your engagement and stuff like that. And that's when they're funneling all that crap to you. And it used to be my feed was filled with some very not safe for work memes. I love those. And now I can barely even find those pages anymore. I mean,
well, it bothers me because like on my other one, I'll have my cosplay stuff on there, my Comic Con stuff on there, and it still just shows you a ton of political stuff. And well, one of the things we're going to look at later, that so much leaked doomsday footage and stuff for the new Avengers movie, I had to go look that shit up to send it to you because it's like it wasn't in my feed. I just saw one, and then I have to go search for it, even on that. It just But it probably doesn't help. Every once in a while, something pops up on there, and I'll go, well, I gotta know if this thing, this clickbait deal of like, some ship just blew up in the strait or something. Is that real? Let me check. No, So then you watch it and it doesn't help. But yeah, here nor there. Easy to talk about that stuff. But
very much so.
This week, I know I sent Daryl a couple trailers. We're going to watch a new Spider-Man trailer. We're going to talk about some of the Doomsday leaked footage stuff. I believe you sent the Supergirl trailer we didn't get to watch last week.
I think I sent that to Daryl. I think I might have sent it to you too.
Well, let me see here.
Yeah, last week. Sorry, guys. I was busy last week. I was working on stuff and almost got in a fight with some dude in his 20s too. And I was in a mood.
You were
and,
in a special place.
Boy, it's one of those, like some dude in his 30s, I'd be scared of maybe, but some snot-nosed kid in his 20s, when you're my age, you just want to hurt him so bad. You're like,
Crush them.
oh yeah, it's almost worse than some dude that could whoop your ass talking shit. Because then you're just like, man, oh. So I had to pull my old man thing up.
No, I did send it to Daryl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just loaded it up.
And did the Spider-Man Noir trailer, I sent that to you too.
I think
You
we
did,
watched
but
that one.
was somebody reacting to it?
Yeah, it can't do that one.
And yeah, it's someone reacting to the Noir trailer, and I would prefer just a clean trailer, not somebody
I
else's thing.
remember that. That looks super, super cool though.
It looks
It
the only
does look tasty. It
the
very
only
much.
thing I don't like about it is he's Ben Riley in it, and that Ben Riley is the Spider-Man I hate the most. But
I
they
do not
had
know
to-
this Ben Riley.
long story short, back in back in the early 80s, they did a what if Spider-Man had a clone. Just a little one shot, sat there for, I don't know, 15 years. And then they decided, well, hell, we'll just say that back when that one storyline happened, Spider-Man's clone's the one that lived. So we've been following his clone. Peter Parker's a clone this whole time, and the real Spider-Man has been doing this other shit. So they literally tried to do like a bait and switch on you and say, oh, this person you love isn't the person you loved for the last 20 years. And everybody hated it. Oh, it was so bad. If you watch the new animated Across the Spider-Verse, and
Yeah.
you know how people hate on Spider-Man 2099?
No.
If you haven't seen that one,
No,
Spider-Man 2099
is a national treasure.
yeah, well,
I
in
mean,
that
I don't know what the hell
movie,
you're talking about.
he's a badass. And then they have Ben Riley in this movie, and he's played by Andy Samberg, and everybody fucking hates him. He's just a douche canoe, you know? So he's become like a joke almost. And now, because of legal reasons where Sony can't use the name Peter Parker, they've named him Ben Riley, and it kind of, to me, it ruins the character. It's like taking your favorite character and naming him after the redheaded stepchild everybody hated.
It's another one of these things where, people were not paying attention when they made deals, and the repercussions from those deals made are just, cascading decade after decade. It's kind of like the dude who played Dick Tracy.
Yeah, well, Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty. He has the rights to Dick Tracy. As long as he puts out something every X amount of years, he maintains the rights to Dick Tracy. That's the reason there's never been another Dick Tracy production. But he does put out these horrible little productions every couple of years. He does them.
I guess I haven't seen those.
Yeah, they are basically filmed on an iPhone kind of level shit. And but he's maintaining the letter of the agreement, and because of that, and because of him not wanting to let go of it, we have not had another Dick Tracy.
Well, that's the whole reason we had bad comic book movies for 20
Like
years.
Fantastic Four and stuff.
Yeah, well, that first Fantastic Four, when it came out, hey Jan, when that came out in about 1990, that whole thing was just made to keep the rights. Matter of fact, Amazing
What's on the
Spider-Man
side of
with
your
Andrew
neck?
Garfield, huh? Oh,
What's on the
I got
side of your neck?
my
Okay.
headphones. Sorry, I was out painting on the ship, but right before this, so.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
But yeah, that's the whole reason we got even Amazing Spider-Man in the 90s, or the Andrew Garfield one. Those, I mean, they were trying a whole new thing, but they had to do, they got to make a movie every so often, otherwise they lose certain rights.
Yeah.
So, and they'll just keep doing that. Studios do that all the freaking time, especially with comic book properties.
That's one of the things, like with the whole Star Trek with Alex Kurtzman. He literally owns the rights now to anything Star Trek that he made. So one of the reasons that from some of the scuttlebutt I hear, they are doing a complete wash on the whole Kurtzman verse.
I thought they
And
retained him. I thought they went ahead and kept him.
if that's new news that I have not heard in the last day,
Huh.
no,
Okay.
because
I might be wrong. I mean, the high possibility I'm wrong.
yeah, because from what I understand, I mean, they are the latest thing that I hear that they're going to that scuttlebutt wise is going to be moving forwards is the new Star Trek what is it, like Unify or something like that, where it goes back to Archer as the first president of the Federation of Planets.
Okay.
Yeah, because at that point, everything, Discovery, Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks, everything that Kurtzman has put his his grubby little mitts on, and he owns, they are completely just and that's one of the things. That's one of the things I got to say about Star Trek. Star Trek has never been married to its own canon.
In fairness, I've never been married to some of the canon they put out there.
Yeah, it's same here. And so I'm from the sound of it.
Feel that way with Star Wars too, I should say fairly. I don't want to just bash Star Trek for that.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an interesting, because they really want to get on top of this 60th anniversary thing, and they realize that this is an IP that they can't let go stagnant. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, one of the things I wanted to hit on, I guess we should do our geekasms real quick. We can start hitting this news. We're definitely going to talk about Ren Fair coming up this weekend. What's going on with all of us? And right now, well, Jen's here, so that's good because she can kind of get a little updated. Things have been changing continuously with Fair. Really, up until 15 minutes before the podcast, even as I was picking you up, I was on the phone with Rich Cathy, and more stuff was changing.
What's going on?
Nothing bad. Well, one bad thing, but it's not real bad.
The horse has diarrhea.
Our buddy RJ, most people know him as the Steampunk Pope. He was coming down, setting up back there by the wine booth with us this year, and he was going to do a big thing at the beginning of the Power Hour for us. He's always a fun guy. He stopped doing Hannibal, so we only see him about once or twice a year now. And so he's going to come down, spend the weekend, and it was going to be fun. He's a real fun guy to be around. And he's bringing a buddy of his. They're coming around to do this big tour, book signings, which they're still doing, book signing at a comic shop in Wichita this weekend, or a bookstore in Wichita. And then they're also doing a McConnell tour for the everybody in service out there tomorrow. But he had just called me, about an hour ago in the ER. Dehydration really bad because he's doing this whole tour from Iowa through, and he's older than us. He puts a lot of energy into this stuff, so we kind of made the executive decision that he's going to sit out this one. So I lost him. It wasn't a big thing, but it was somebody we wanted to see and screw around with it. The smoker of this whole, like, we're doing dirty stuff while the Pope's over here disagreeing with us. And damn it, it's not like Trump didn't give us plenty of fucking material this week that we could have used with him, and I lost it. But that's okay. As long as he's healthy, everything's going good.
The Pope would be on your side.
Yeah. Hey, Austin, how's it going, man? So we did lose him for this show, and then I don't even know how much I should chat. He didn't not say anything, but we just lost the
err on the side of caution when it comes to people's private matters.
Yeah, I might. Yeah. We lost a couple other performers that it isn't going to affect us, but it does for the fair. So I'm going to help Rich fill that area with some other stuff. Okay. But it's just performer hurt their knee, and
did you see the weather for this weekend?
Yeah, mid 60s and high 70s, right?
Mid 60s, high 70s. What's I'm enjoying, well, one, the wind is going to be up on Friday night, so that might be something that we might want to wait to raise the tents till Saturday morning.
Okay, well,
but the wind on Saturday is going to be out of the northwest instead of the southwest. So even though it's going to be cool, it's going to be to our backs. So we are not going to be frozen out. So great.
I would jump into a speech right now, except for everybody in chat are all Rennies. So, because right away I'd be like, yeah, see, this is the stuff Rennies talk about before a fair comes up. What's the weather going to be like? Are we taking pop-ups, putting those up, down? What's like all these little things. I was even telling Tim, all the shit I got to do now is the shit like we would do on the side before, when it's like running stuff and putting up all this.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, we're just going to show up, pop up these pop-ups, blah, blah, blah. And at this age, it's almost getting too much work. But
Daryl is one of the few people I know that would say, yeah, it could be in the 60s or 70s. I hope I don't get froze out. I mean, dude,
no,
Dude,
up with that.
there was a time. I remember when I first remember that first time I came back from Alaska.
Your shorts in the middle of winter.
I remember when we used to have the pirate encampment over the other side of the hill at Great Plains, and we were there, and you had to go to the car, and I thought you were going to the car to warm up, and you went to the car in shorts and turned on the AC. So when I ran to the car to go warm up, I open it up and it's like a freezer coming out, and you're like, fucking amateurs. Yeah.
Well, let's just say that blood pressure medicine changes that shit.
Yeah, I could see that. Well,
Yeah.
so often too, God, now we're just sounding like old fogies, but so often too, but we all do it, even the younger performers and everything. Every fair, when we talk about them, like you're at a fair and let's say we're talking about Hannibal or something, and somebody wants to come and we see that they're like of our age demographic, it'll be like, okay, it's going to be muggy. It's going to be hot. There's places for AC to go into. If you're an umbrella kind of guy, bring it. If you're, this kind of stuff, if you got an extra pop-up, bring it. Those things. And then like in Rivers Once is another good one. Sometimes it's gorgeous. Sometimes we're all sitting around a fire pit getting warm. So it's like check that weather.
Oh yeah. Austin says he never saw Rich at Planet Comic Con.
Oh, I didn't see Planet Comic Con on there. I know he was there because I saw the pictures. He sent me one of the.
There were more than 7 or 8 people there, so it might have been easy to lose each other.
I've been at cons, plenty of cons, where I've been there and then I don't even see like the celebrity guest or anything. Well, especially at Planet, that's easy to do, but even smaller cons. But yeah, it gets real. Jennifer says Hannibal is just have swamp ass. It can get that way. And Jen's been there when we're standing around the fire pit sometimes at Rivers Once, and then other times at Rivers Once we're taking half our gear off because we're hot as hell.
That's the reason I've got a pair of pants that the legs zip off so they turns into shorts. I know my gear. I got my gear.
My big one since last year, Topeka, small fair, but every show we have is in the AC. We're inside in the air conditioning. So when people come, it's just like, oh, you will like just come. There's a bar, AC. You don't have to leave. Like Ren fairs are great. I love them. They're part of our thing. But damn it, when you've seen enough of them and somebody's like, you just want to sit in there in the bar and do your thing, and you got like 3 or 4 good acts in there. Yeah. You won't even see me outside,
Yeah. I was there so long last year when we performed there that when I did walk outside, my eyes had a hard time adjusting to the light. It was like,
Although I really want to be there at the same time Jake is there, because I kept expecting with that other group, Grog Four Gallows.
Yeah,
they're great guys.
I like them.
And I know people look at us this way. Every time I walked in that green room area back there, I was expecting to smell the pot. But it wasn't there. So I was disappointed each time I'd walk in and go, here it is, and then nothing. Oh, yeah.
That's because they've moved on to edibles.
Might be. Yeah, I didn't see them on the lineup this year though. I hope they're there this spring.
I hope so
because I really like those guys. But let's hear our Geekgasms real quick because there's plenty to talk about. Okay. Jen says I spend most of my time in the AC at Muskogee. Oh, I can update you on this, Jen, and you as well. You saw? Okay, yeah, we'd gotten invited third party wise to come do the opening weekend of Castle Muskogee. So it was all like a last minute filling in for our friends at Pirate Inks kind of thing. And but So a couple people I'd already talked to about it. It is not going to happen. They've already got it covered. We were just there in case they needed us. So we will not be at Castle Muskogee for opening weekend, but we may go down just for a shits and giggles weekend then, because it sounds like they might be interested in the future. So we'll, but I hear that every year, and every year they're interested the weekend we're booked somewhere else. So, but yeah, no opening weekend there.
Oh, bummer.
Let's see. Anyone ready for WrestleMania? I would love to be. I fell out of love with wrestling, unfortunately. I used to go to WrestleMania. I used to watch wrestling. I think it's the people I hung out with that were big into it.
Bryant.
Gork,
Yeah.
Justin was into it. A lot of my friends that were
But
doing
you
that.
could say we've seen Andre the Giant live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. You know,
Well, yeah, those days back with Hacksaw and Ultimate Warrior and all that. That was way back.
and the
But
Bushwhackers.
Well, see, and my thing is I never, because way back in the day when we were young, there was always that thing. Oh, is it real? Is it not real? How can you not tell that stuff's not real? I'm not saying they're not athletic. I'm not saying that they're not great performers. But how dare what?
What do you mean it's not real?
Well, let me talk to you about Santa Claus. Anyway, but then once UFC came out, oh, Katie, bar the door. That was some real shit. I still remember the first UFC one I watched. It was back when they were really still just mixing shit up. I mean, they were trying everything. And I still remember this one I watched, and it pissed me off because this one guy, and I don't remember who he fought against, but I remember the one guy. This one guy was this huge Hawaiian guy, like 400 or 500 pounds, huge, massive guy, and he was a master of the secret Hawaiian art of bone breaking. And I was like, motherfucker, I want to watch this. I have never heard of it. I want to see it. That guy got laid out in 8 seconds. I think it was by Tank Abbott. All right. He got laid out in 8 seconds, and it pissed me off because to this day, I still have never seen the secret Hawaiian art of bone breaking.
Look up Lao.
What?
Look up Lao. It's called Lao.
LOA.
Okay.
LUA, I think it is. Yep, but that is that art that he was proficient in, and it's a real motherfucking deal.
Well, I didn't think it wasn't, but just the simple fact that they were just taking these two disparate, forms and pitting them against each other in this ring of, or only, 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. You're only going to have the best coming out of there.
What that was that like the second one? Because
I think it was,
wasn't there yet. Is that the one where dude knocked dude's tooth out that went on to the judges?
I think so.
Okay, that was a dude named Gerard
Depardieu. I don't know.
No, not Gerard Depardieu.
You guys are way above my head on this stuff. But
no, he was a salon fighter from France, I think.
Yeah.
And just beat the fucking brakes off that dude.
Well, and one thing that I enjoyed is I think it was either that one or the one after it is when we had an American Kempo karate guy go up against one of the Gracies. All right.
He went up against,
he went up against one of the Gracies, and now our boy, the American Kempo karate guy, he got choked out, but he got choked out on his feet. He never went down. All right. He was impressive. I mean, he lost, but goddamn did he win in my heart.
Yeah, I thought you were maybe talking about this one dude named Keith Hackney that fought this big sumo guy. And as he's fighting the guy, he had to get disqualified at the end.
Oh, yeah.
Due to medical because he broke his fucking fist, hitting the dude. So then he switches to just slamming his wrist against his head.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
God,
That
I'm
was
talking
great.
about. I get tired putting up tents at a fair, and these motherfuckers, my fist broken. I'll just hit with my wrist.
I'm just saying, to bring it back, to circle it around, like the circle of life that we all are a part of, whether we like it or not. That's the point that I was completely done with professional wrestling. It was when they came out with UFC, I was like, everything after this is what it is. It's a soap opera for guys who don't want to admit their latent homosexuality. All right.
I have no problem admitting my latent homosexuality. No, it's one of those things. I don't watch it anymore, and it's been a while. Like I was a big Mankind fan and stuff back in the day, but I won't bash anybody who loves it because I get the passion
No.
behind it. I just don't. It's
It's not
not
for
for
me.
me. And
Yeah.
and if I want to watch a good fight, I'll watch well, whatever you just said,
UFC.
UFC, MMA, and the UFC.
Yeah.
Either that or call Alex up, see what he's doing.
God, he's got STD and the PNS. I ain't messing with him. So the damn it, where was it? See, somebody throws in WrestleMania, fucking squirrel. All right. But and that's the thing too. We get to work with wrestlers all the fucking time because they're. We've talked. Rich and I've talked about this a lot. You can go to almost any event, and somehow it's okay for a wrestler to be there as a guest. We've been to NASCAR events, wrestlers, Comic Cons, wrestlers. I've been to anime festivals, wrestlers. The Big Boy Toy Show always had one or two wrestlers here. It just
You know, I keep looking because I missed the one time that I know of that Diamond Dallas Page was at Planet Comic Con.
Mhm.
All right. And since I do the DDP yoga, you know, I would have wanted his autograph for that reason alone. All right. So every time that Planet puts out their guests, I'm always looking to see if he's going to be back. And he hasn't. But this last year, I did not see any wrestling guests.
at Planet, I didn't really pay attention. I know Rich
Oh,
is
I
doing some good.
specifically did. I did not see a single wrestling guest.
Speaking of
Oh, I know why. I know why. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I know why. There's one event this year that, and it might have been Planet, that fell on the same weekend as the giant wrestling convention in Las Vegas,
That
where
would
like
be-
almost
that would be
all the
re-
like everybody goes to that.
yeah, that would be
I
a
don't know
reason.
if it was Planet, but I know it was one, and that was probably it. Sorry, Tim, I didn't.
that's all right. Speaking of DDP, have you seen that Butterbean was doing the Diamond Dallas Page yoga deal going on? And he could hardly move, you know, a
Mhm.
year ago, and he is up to his fighting level again, and he's going to start fighting. He's doing some matches at some casinos to start out with. I mean, that shit's for real, dude.
I keep telling you that. I keep trying to give you my password so you can do it, man.
Okay, you're right. I need to do it. I need to do it. Fuck.
Do it in my spare
And
time.
you know what? It'll be free. You could do it on my account.
I mean, that's
Rack
beautiful.
me up
That's
some
even
points so I
better.
get another T-shirt.
That's even better.
WrestleCon. There you go, Eric.
Yep. There.
Um,
Thank you, Eric.
I think that was during Planet. I'm not sure, but yeah, I know we got a couple wrestlers, and a number of them on our DVD we never released for the Wags, but it's also dated because we were so young. I don't know if I using that, but like I know we got Hacksaw Jim Duggan because he signed 2x4s for all this, and he goes,
Why
every
don't
morning-
you save all those scenes from the DVD and all
Uh-huh.
those recordings? Save them for when VH1 does one of those. Where are they now?
where are they now?
You know
Yeah.
about the Scallywags.
Uh,
This is what they used to look like. Here they are now, and this is a scene of you out back in your underwear watering the lawn. Go away.
I missed it. Jennifer says you start in a chair. Trust me. Oh, it was coincidentally on that DVD. We have it written, but we never filmed it because there was supposed to be a "Where Are They Now" segment. Do you remember that?
Do not
And it was
recall
going to
that.
be we hop in a car and we're going to pick up everybody like we're all old wags now. And I remember Kaylin was under a bridge giving hand jobs to the homeless. That's the one I remember. But yeah, we were all just doing stupid stuff, and it's like, hey man, we're getting the band back together, kind of thing. And it was supposed to be this big joke, and we had a bunch of shit written for that that just never came to fruition. And you look back on it now, and you're like, that. Some of the stuff we made, it was like that was a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely good that it was not released out into the wild to come back and haunt.
Some stuff I kind of wish it had gotten out there. Other stuff, like we had I'm not going to sit here and bash on people. We had a certain guy that was running some of our video stuff for us at one time, and he would make anything and release anything. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Who?
Like, oh fuck it, I'll say it. Everybody on here now. Mark, when he would so like one time we just showed up to the studio when we're filming or doing the CD, and he's like, I just made a whole solo song by me. Here it is. that Whiskey O Johnny O, for example.
Oh
That-
God.
And he would film stuff, and then he would just put it out there in our name, and he'd be like, "Oh fuck, I wish you hadn't done that. I wish you would have talked to us first, because I know you're like, it makes you look good, or you think it does because it's getting reaction, but it makes the rest of us look a little rough." And
Yeah, it brings us down to your level. You might be
so-
coming up to our level, but we're definitely going down to yours.
the final mix on the CD, I'd say about 3/4 of it was stuff I wanted on there, and about 1/4 of it was stuff he took good stuff off and put some bad stuff on that I didn't like. And so by the time it was printed and going, it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not just throwing blame there, because we put some bad shit on there too. I
Oh,
recently,
come on. Two
I
Loaves and Fishes Catering. I love that
that I
one.
loved. I laughed my ass off at Two Loaves and Fishes. I listened to the ballad version of Roll Your Leg Over recently that we had done, if you remember that.
Oh, like a bad scab I'm picking off.
Oh,
but
we
go
thought
ahead.
it was so good at the time. I listen to it now, I'm like, holy shit. I'm so glad that never made it anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyhow, here nor there. I got smoker stuff to talk about, and we got
We gotta
videos
be
to watch. Angela, we were just talking about Topeka. Oh man, we were just talking about all the hot festivals we hit, and then Topeka has air conditioning you can escape to. So
It's
so
hot
real
in
quick.
Topeka.
It's hot in Topeka. It's hot everywhere. So-
Geekasms, what do you got?
I was gonna do. I'd gotten a couple autographs, some Ghostbuster ones. One of them was Patty from the Ghostbuster 2016 signed.
Nice.
That's a
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
tell
one
me down.
you could have did without that one, man. Really.
Unfortunately, yeah, and I don't mean to sound bad in any way. It's gonna make me sound chauvinistic. I don't. She's my least favorite person in any of the Ghostbusters, mainly because she talks so much shit on the movie and the fans. Nothing to do with her as a person, except for she talks shit on the fans. So I paid more for that than I wanted. It just fell behind the thing. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So I was like, that can't be my geekasm, even though it came in. It should be. It's going to go up on the wall with all. I got all the other Ghostbusters pretty much. I'm missing 3 now. The other 3 girls from that movie. But so I'm going to go with this one. I did a full size print.
Nice.
C3PO head. It's a wearable head. I'm doing the whole upper torso.
You know,
Providing,
no, until you said that, I never realized how much C-3PO's mask looks like a GIMP mask. Go ahead.
I could paint him black. I could do him gimpy, man.
He'll put a gag ball in his mouth.
I can't do that because I'm gonna be at ICT Comic Con. Rich gonna have me interviewing some of the guests and stuff like it normally, because it's not on
Yeah.
the same weekend as Handle. So I'm interviewing C3PO. I need something cool for him to sign. So I am this so much better than my Clytus helmet already when I did it. This Gabe brought me over a buffing pad and everything. It is getting smooth. So I'm very proud of it now, but now I don't want to just spray paint it. I'm gonna have to do the chrome layover. I think I've never
You
done
gonna
it.
try to electrify it?
What I've been watching online. It's just this chrome stuff that you buy, and you pretty much just it like heats right over it, and it lays right on. I don't know.
Do yourself a favor and use a test mule first before
yes.
you do it to your precious there.
Yeah, I've had a lot of people giving me advice on it. I got on one of those like C3PO builder sites and stuff, and I
Yeah.
thought that was going to help a lot, and it does. Except for some of those people are very, very serious. Like when I got on Scooby Doo one, everybody's just like, "Love it, man! Scooby Doo's great." Blah blah blah. Here's this. I've been on one for making a Ghostbuster pack and this, and people are like, "Don't fuck this up now." I mean, they're a lot more serious than just build it and love it, But yeah, so that'd be mine. When this gets done, it'll be nice. And then what am I gonna do with it? I don't know. So
Let me see. Mine, I finished this palette cleanser of a model. And one of the things is I used the paint masks on this D7. I don't know if you can tell. But anyways, the thing is that instead of, I tried something different. Instead of doing the standard thing where you take the, you put down a color, you put the paint masks on, then you put the other color on top, remove the paint masks, and you have 2 different colors. This time what I did instead is I left the paint masks on and just painted a solid color over it. so that when you get close to it, it actually gives it the look of a three-dimensional, with differences in the height and stuff like that. Like there's actual panels there. So
okay, I like
yeah,
that.
this is just a quick palette cleanser that I did on this one. And
I
the
don't
other
know
thing
how
that
you have time for palette cleansers, man. I got so many kits that aren't put together. And
well, no, I have to
you'll
do
get
it.
like,
I have to do it because then I dive deep into stuff and I have that scope creep that we talked about. We talked about
Yeah.
that, right?
yeah,
Scope
yeah.
creep.
Last time I did that Mandalorian for a palette cleanser. I'm trying the same thing, just
Yeah.
something different. Yeah.
Like right now, I'm working on a 1/1000 scale Defiant, and of course I've got to light it. All right. And so that leads me down to the fact that, I'm also using paint masks. I bought a set of paint masks for this one, but it didn't have paint masks for the plasma vents that go in. I don't know if you can see, there's actually 4 little plasma vents on each one. And part of them are opaque, part of them are clear, so the blue light comes through. It didn't have paint mask for that. So now I'm using the vinyl cutter I have, and I'm using Silhouette Studio to gradually dial in and create the right size, circular paint mask that will go over these, so I can paint mask them off and then airbrush in what needs to be opaque and what needs to be clear blue. And I'm having fun with that. I'm having fun making my own paint masks.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you use that? I can't remember if it's Testers or another company that makes it, but it's for ships like you do, and it's a liner where you dip your brush in there and then just dip the.
Tamiya.
Okay, do you use that? I was watching
talking
videos
about
on
masking
that.
stuff?
No, it's like a black liner. That's it. Yes.
There's 3 different ones that they make. All right. There is the black. There is a white for when you're trying to get the panel lines on something dark, and then there's a gray one for when you're doing off colors and you muted things. You don't want black, you don't want white. So yeah, basically what they are is they are they're a wash. They created a wash, but it took me a while to figure out how to properly use it. And the way that you properly use it is because I use acrylic paints, and then I clear coat with what's not acrylic?
Enamel?
Lacquer.
Lacquer. I clear coat with lacquer, which is your basic Rust-Oleums and stuff like that. They're lacquer based.
Right.
All right. These, when you go to put in the panel lines and clean up afterwards, I was having the hardest time because I couldn't get it to come up when I was cleaning it off using thinners. I was using acrylic thinner. It would take up my paint. It wouldn't take up this. I was using a lacquer thinner. It would take up my clear coat. It wouldn't take up this. These are enamel based. You have to use an enamel thinner with these. So the smart thing to do is put your paints down for your base colors, clear coat it with the lacquer, then use this. And it's really cool because they come with their own little application brush.
Yeah.
And you just touch it on there and it just flows right in. And then you use the enamel thinner to go in and clean that up, and your paint won't be touched at all. It's great.
I got some of, I think it's a little different company. Like you pointed out that brown that if you remember last time you were here.
Oh, you mean the fully FW Rowley FW?
That might be. I absolutely adore that stuff. Yes, I love that
Yeah.
stuff.
This
Oh,
is
man,
acrylic
I've got one
paint.
bottle.
The Dollar Rowney. Yep.
Yep. Berto said, "Are we discussing Taco Bell's new menu items?" That's a Berto question.
Well, see, here's the thing, Berto. It's always the same menu item, just in a different shape.
I'm okay with that. I was going to say the
It's always
first
the same
5
ingredient.
years I was
They
dating
just-
girls.
they
That's
just
pretty much how it
Oh,
went.
the burrito differently. That's all that's going on there, man.
All right.
Yeah, he's right. It sounds like a night at the titty bar.
I know.
Same
Same thing, just different shape. They're all all those girls before Christy, all of them before my wife were crazy. Everyone, you hear that, honey?
What's Berto say now?
I just wish I could get a double-decker taco without using the app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come eat at the Taco Bell in Newton. It will make you not miss Taco Bell so much.
Yeah, don't eat there.
Yeah, no, it's I don't have a problem with Taco Bell. I do have a problem with the Taco
Is
Bell
it the
here.
kind of
So I
Taco
would never-
Bell that every stall in the restroom has grab handles? Is that the kind of Taco Bell it is?
The speed handles. That's what those are. They're for two-fisted growlers.
They're the oh shit handles for when you go oh shit.
Yeah.
Tim's the kind of guy that would drive around with extra oh shit handles just in case he's like, I've been there a lot. Let me help him
Yeah.
out. One point years ago, way back when we were running Emerald City, I remember because he had this encyclopedic knowledge when he used to be on the road with us of because you're going in porta potties all the time and porta potties
Yeah.
suck in costume. And he'd be like, oh, the Quick Trip across the street has great, they got grip bars, air conditioning, it's all great, and he would know everyone.
Clarify that. That's Big Tim.
No, well, no, this was back in the day.
Was it me?
Yeah. Because I was talking, Dustin's not on here tonight, but Dustin Evans, back when this was like the second Emerald City or something. And I was talking to him and he was writing an app and not many people were doing apps back then. So he's like, this is a brilliant idea. I'm going to make an app for the best bathrooms to take a shit in. And him and me and Jerry stood out there for like an hour. We're working on this. And he's like, well, let's just look up, make sure nobody's had this idea. There were like 4 of them that already existed back then.
Wow.
I mean,
So
oh man,
just because Yahoo was there doesn't mean Google should kiss off.
it just means it was a good idea.
It was a great idea.
Yeah, I didn't
Right,
want to be the
and
guy
I
that had to go
gotta
test the
say-
bathrooms.
My number one favorite place to go, because I work on the road and drive around. My number one favorite place, Love's Truck Stop. They have the cleanest
I was
bathroom.
just going to say that.
Matter of fact,
on a podcast night. I don't know where to take it.
here's the thing, really quick, because I gotta throw some loves for loves. All right,
Okay.
is if you use the restroom, if you notice on the way out, they got the little buttons. A smiley face, a medium face, and a sad face. To rate the bathroom visit. All right, make sure you push that happy face button because I actually talked with one of the employees and he said that is watched and the tally from that, and they will actually get either awarded or reprimanded based on how many happies and sads they get.
Oh, wow.
Good to know.
Good to
So
know.
make sure after you get done blowing it up, thank a motherfucker.
It's weird. It is so weird how that is applicable to cons and festivals right there. Like where
Very much.
to, what bathrooms. We should. I'm like, well, we should be talking about this new Spider-Man, but no, this is legit.
Yeah, well,
Did you have a geekism this week?
Hold on.
On the Great Plains?
I just geeked out on
Really quick.
Mall.
Berto said, I deal with too many crazy human females. And, as we all know, Berto, grippy socks, grippy box. So all good. Go ahead.
All right. So where is I? Oh, Great Plains this weekend. We're going to talk about that a little bit before we get into the thing. Hang on a sec. Michelle says Love Truck Stops became a
Flying J's. Flying
Flying
J's. Love. Pilot.
just suck. Flying J just sucks.
No,
flying-
Flying J's are all
flying
right.
We could spend an hour just telling porta potty stories from Ren fairs. I guarantee it.
Man, I always hit the handicap ones, but that,
Yeah, that's part of the stories.
yeah,
Yeah. And I feel
Done me
sorry for
wrong
those
a
poor
couple of
handicapped
times, though.
people. They got to go after you. I mean, aren't they suffering enough? They got to go in after you.
hey. I got plenty of room in there to take my stuff up, but these motherfuckers, I don't even want to get into this story, man. I'll just make it quick. Handicap crappers got grip bars on the outside of the motherfucker. And the whole squad came over, grabs this fucking porta potty I'm in, turns it to where the door is flat up against another porta potty. I can't get out. And they left it that way.
For like 20 minutes, yeah. In fairness, it was a whole weekend ago, and Tim, you gotta stop using the handicap porta potty. And to his credit, he did it after the fair was over. And this was during the cast party. But damn it, we were drunk. So, yeah. So this weekend, Great Plains Renaissance Festival.
Mm-hmm.
We, of course, will be there with the winery.
Yep.
Good. Now we can write all this off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
wine. Glug.
As a matter of fact, tomorrow morning, Christy and I are going through the tents, just make sure everything's good. We're doing a trailer just for all the wine stuff, for the tables and things. I'm even debating on going and getting a couple umbrellas at Ollie's to put in those tables, maybe. I'm not sure,
Yeah.
but
If
don't
you
think-
need to, if you want to come by and get the winery's credit card, you can use that.
I mean, I could do. I was just gonna grab them, so I had them, but I think it'd only be, they're like $35 at each at that thing or something, but
But I don't know that
Okay,
they're
but
leaving
there's
this
no
weekend.
reason this should be coming out of your pocket. The winery can pay for its own darn umbrellas.
well, okay. I'm gonna look Friday when I get there, but so we're loading everything, doing work on the ship now. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna look better than it normally does, but it's not gonna be like amazeballs. Oh, Central Mo starts this weekend too, same weekend. Damn it.
That's one I'd like to be doing, but I mean, it's
Every year we get set up to come down, and then every year something happens, or there's a scheduling conflict or something, and yeah, I don't know.
I'm
But
sorry,
and I guess
Central
we push.
Missouri will never be dear to our hearts the way that Pooh's Fest was in Central Missouri.
Oh, yeah, Central Mo, or not Central Mo, but Mid Mo Renaissance Festival, which is
Yeah,
weird. I have that problem between Central Mo and Mid Mo, but that was
with
unexpected.
the pirate sundial of guys passed out underneath the one tree, and as the sun moved throughout the day, we would move with it to try to stay in the shade. Yeah,
was that Sedalia or Mansfield?
That was
Sedalia.
Sedalia, Missouri. Sedalia,
where
yeah.
Rennie's come from.
Yeah, it is at the time it was the #1 place to get carnies.
Yeah,
Most
carnies.
carnies, yeah, came
Carnies.
from that place.
Mhm.
Why do I believe that?
Because it was
Oh,
true.
because it smelled like cabbage.
Yeah, I was gonna say everybody smelled like cabbage. That's why.
First place I ever ate in an ag and gag was there.
They fed us breakfast, good breakfast, biscuits and gravy every day.
Jen says there are 4 Ren fairs this weekend. See, and this,
Yeah, but only one that counts, so don't worry about it.
here you go. Now I've been talking about this a lot lately, and I think everybody on here knows, but like we're selling our festivals, we are moving to different pastures, doing different things. We'll still be performing and selling the wine and stuff, but man, this economy anymore, there's just too much coming out. And it's not a bad time to have a festival by any means, but I'm
Yes,
getting
it
old
is.
enough now where I'm just getting between that and so many vendors struggling and all this stuff.
With-
And
with-
trying to hire performers right now with the gas prices is ridiculous. So
With the only and that whole thing. Oh, the gas prices. Okay, yeah, it went up, but that's only going to cost you an extra $30. So
Right.
don't
But
make like it's a make
The
or break.
gas is still cheaper now than it was when I was working in Seattle. I can't remember what happened, but it went up to 5 something a gallon. You know,
the
Yeah.
projections of gas
and that was
prices,
15, 20 years ago. 15, 20 years ago, and it's cheaper now than it was then. Gas is not.
That was when Hurricane Katrina, I believe, came through
Yeah.
and knocked out all of the not distilleries, refineries.
Refineries. That's right. That's right. Yep.
well, I'll say it sounds easy, but when you're one negotiating gas prices and everybody on your team wants more money, and then I'm having to cut deals because all the
See, that's the other
festivals
problem.
are struggling and stuff. And so then when you're like, oh, we normally make this much, but we're only going to make this much. And then you take an extra $20, $40 out each time, or sometimes like if I'm hauling the ship, it's a lot more than $20 or $40.
Yeah.
Or I got a whole bunch of gear, so then I have to haul a trailer or a truck or something. It goes a lot more than $20 or $40. And so when you're already cutting a couple $100 off or something, or not charging hotels or whatever you need to do, adding gas prices, it adds up quick.
It does.
so
I'm not negating it or belittling it. I'm just what I'm saying is that it's all added on to how this economy is doing. That's the reason when we were bottling the other week, I told you that I fully expect a reduction of 25 to 35% of our sales, just because people are a lot tighter right now because things are very much on the rocks.
Well, and competing against other fairs doesn't help a lot, and that kind of stuff. And
Now, this is all about wine.
yeah, well, if less people are attending to buy the wine because
Doesn't
they're
matter.
attending
They're
other
there for me.
festivals.
I got the
Huh?
nipples. Okay.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's jump back into this fair this weekend. We're going to be there. The plan is I'm still got to get it all worked out, but it looks like we got the scheduling worked out for it. That if Crazy Boy Coy is not totally destroyed by the end of the day, which it sounds like he's going to be good, he'll come over, take the post place, and hang out with us in the smoker, or the Pirate Power Hour.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing this time. The challenge or the thing we're doing, because we don't have a big act coming in this time around. We had the Pope coming in He couldn't make it. So we are replacing him with this stuff. The shit we used to do at Afterlife.
Oh
So-
no, you're not.
Oh yeah. We got all
Oh
sorts of
boy,
goodies.
man, you're just begging for porta potty time.
Yeah, well, and that's the idea is we're gonna run off. We're gonna do what our buddy up at KC does, where we're gonna let people tip, and the tips will decide who is doing what challenge. Some of it is gonna be like sour pickleballs and bacon pop and shit. These are the three I'm worried about the most that came in: the toe of Satan, the world's hottest gummy bear, which I've done on stream before, and it sucks because it gets stuck in your teeth.
Hmm.
And then the idea is they don't make Burner Bliss anymore. So I ordered the equivalent of it, which is the world's hottest chocolate bar. It comes this size and it divides into, 12 pieces. So each one of these little pieces, the idea is about a third of them are like 9 million fucking Scoville. They are nasty. The others aren't. So each of us are going to take one of these little squares right before we sing Yo-Ho. So some of us will be singing Yo-Ho on fire. Some of us will be just fine. So it's going to be a challenge of that, and some things we were doing at practice the other day to fuck with Frankie. We're going to be bringing into the smoker. Merrick, go ahead.
Roberto has just posted up a comment that I never even thought of as a meter to gauge how the economy is doing. Because for those who do not know that are watching, our dear friend Roberto, because he is one, an excellent photographer, and two, a very trustworthy individual, he takes a lot of, shall we say, adult photos for certain models of rotational objects. And
Rotational objects. I tell you what, I don't
yeah,
know if you should call it adult because I loved it when I was a kid. If I saw that shit.
But anyways, and he says that he knows the economy sucks because he's getting way more models. So
Michelle says, "Are you sure Buddy Jackson didn't send some of that for you? I'll pay you back for the live stream." This is the same packet I ordered for Buddy on that live stream.
how did their live stream go?
It went well. They got their money and everything. I have had that. It is still currently, the tab is still sitting on my laptop to watch it because I haven't had time to watch it yet. But yeah, it sounded like everything went well. They got their money. Michelle, if you watch it, you can chime in. But yeah, no, it looked like it did good. I just didn't have time to watch because they did it on my birthday, and I was trying to get pampered. So yeah. But so having that said, Great Plains this weekend on our stage. It's us, Crazy Boy Coy, the Bubble Guy. Well, I had a talk with Rich because we had a conflict with the Bubble Guy at fair. He was not very professional, but then I talked to him in Oklahoma and we got it worked out. I think we're all good. It was just, he's doing a lot of shows right now, which is good.
Good.
I mean, by comparison, he's not doing more than us, but he's doing fine. He just got, I
Well,
think,
he's not split in 4 ways. 5 ways.
well, I think he had thought that we were a new group a while back or something. And
That shows how new he is.
Rich had messed up the schedule, and I went in and was able to help him fix it where Rich had put the groups too close to where we had to get off stage. So he just wanted more time and started setting up his stage in the middle of our show. And
yeah, I remember that.
I told him, hey, we still had allotted time. I had Rich schedule you extra 15 minutes so you can set up between the shows. He goes, that's not how fairs operate. You don't know what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I've written more schedules for more fairs than you've been to, dude. I don't mean to sound like a dick, but and I went and talked with Rich and he wasn't real happy about it. And then like I said, we talked in Oklahoma, and I think it boiled down to misunderstanding.
It boiled down to he didn't know who the fuck he was talking to, and you got to see the real him, not the ass kissy him. That's what it boils down to.
Hey, I would
That
love
happens.
to be the guy that walks up and say, "Know your role, bitch," but John won't
Yeah.
let me do stuff like that.
I try to be nice, but people tell me. My son was talking about this last night, where it's like that. A lot of times at fairs, people want to have a big dick contest,
Mhm.
and a lot of times I gotta rein it in sometimes. And we were talking about the conversation where it's one of those where you just got to whip a little out and just go, there it is, boom. And because I, I hate doing it. I really hate doing it. But man, you struggle sometimes because there's so many people out there that just talk a big game. And half the time when I'm helping a fair, I mean, half these fairs I work for, I just help them out because they need it.
Mhm.
Other fairs, they pay me to go in and do stuff, and that's great. But it just gets real old of when people come up and everybody has the answer. Like any fair owner, if Angela's still in here, she knows. I've talked to tons of them. When you own a fair, everybody comes up to tell you how they would have done it better. They
Mhm.
know better. If I had this fair, we'd have blackjack and hookers, all that stuff. It just gets old after a
See,
while.
and that's one of the things. Like, okay, I'm you know getting into all this modeling crap and going to the local modeling group and stuff like that, and they have their model show every year. All right, and I want them because I've been to tons of cons and festivals and stuff like that, and there are certain things that I know from cons and festivals that you can do to drive interaction and drive involved in engagement, so people don't just walk in, do a tour around, and then leave. All right, you have panels, you have stuff like that. You get some freaking food trucks out in the parking lot. They're just little, and I want so bad to suggest these things to those people, but I don't want to be that guy. All right. And I don't know how I can dance that line of saying, hey, it'd be really cool if we did this kind of stuff, but not be the guy who's like, I could do it so much better than you. I don't want to be that guy.
When that's me,
Set up a suggestion box, and then you just put your own suggestions in.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of bad if I come in with a suggestion box with one thing that I put in it and here, guys, open this and read it.
see, that's my problem. Is a lot of times I'll go to a fair and then you don't want to go in and go, well, I've owned this fair and this fair and this fair, and I've ran this one for a couple decades and
Mhm.
ran that one for a couple decades, or any of that stuff, because then it just sounds like brag, 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 me, 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 me. So I'll do that.
Mhm.
I'll be that. Well, what would really be nice is like a little shade over the audience here, or what you really need to do is have something that cracks them out by the road, or different things like that.
Right.
And you gotta almost humbly do it, or just go like, don't, like, it's not a big deal, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it, hoping you implement something that will happen again next year. And festivals that do that, love it. There's festivals I've worked with for years that you're out there busting ass, we're putting shit up, making things work, hanging flag, whatever you got to do, and then they never do it again. They're just like, oh no, that area over there is done so well, we don't have to do anything. It's like, well, it's done well because we come in and do that every time, trying to get you to do it. you know uh Anything from seating to we had that problem in Riversons for a while, then they started listening, and now it just all flows like glass. It's
Mhm.
easy. So um that's not what I was trying to get into, though. Um so what else was I going to say about Great Plains? Because man, we're an hour in and we still got these trailers.
We haven't really started.
We just fucking started talking. Um, Great Plains wise, of course, we have everything consolidated in the back. Um, Still setting some stuff up. Headshots is sponsoring. They are sending a couple. Sorry, they're sending a couple kegs of beer for us. The Headshots
Nice.
crew will be there on Sunday.
Oh, they will be here this year.
They will be. Yeah, I'm setting it up. We're going to be sending about 15 employees in to come check stuff out, because they haven't made it to the last few shows. They're always got some special event or something going on. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I've been,
Headshots
I've
crew will
been
be there.
I've been a bit worried about them, for they have not been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. So it's all going pretty good now. But having that said, that's it. That's all I can think of in Great Plains right now. They have totally sold out of vendors. It is totally, yeah.
That is
Matter of
excellent.
fact, they got a waiting list.
Vendors are the lifeblood of any festival.
Yeah. Jess says dinner? Question mark. Is that your Jess?
Yeah.
You got to go.
Oh,
Maybe we should do these trailers next
no.
week. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do our trailers real quick. I know
Sure,
because
babe.
we can do them all in 5 or 10 minutes here. The Brand New Day trailer came out for one of the many for the new Spider-Man movie.
Mhm.
Everybody's bragging a lot because it's going to be a more grounded one. They've already released Daredevil, Punisher, everything's in it. There, as you'll see in the trailer, the big talk, just like the last Spider-Man movie, they have edited the the trailer. So keep an eye out because there are parts where they've already edited out Man Spider, they've edited out Daredevil, they've edited out Punisher. That's all in the trailer, but they pulled them out of certain scenes. So just
So
keep
they
an eye
don't
out.
spoil. So they don't spoil
They
stuff,
don't
right?
spoil stuff.
Thank you, because I
yeah.
do not want to return to the Hulk in Ragnarok. That pissed me off.
Well, and that's why I only sent you 2 of the Avengers
Okay,
behind
bye,
the scenes
Berto.
stuff. So, all right, see you, Berto.
All right, so let me go
Hey,
ahead and
Berto,
bring up
if you're there,
Spider-Man one.
are you coming this weekend? Just let us know. Sorry.
I said I'll go ahead and bring up the Spider-Man one.
Yeah, do the Spider-Man. Let me talk for a minute before we do the other one because it might have a couple spoilers.
Okay, and here we go.
Something changed in me that night. It started where all of this started. It didn't come from the web shooter.
Wait, is this the right trailer?
May
Yeah.
is rewriting itself. This is bigger than a mutation.
Why does it feel like I'm missing part of my life?
This city forgot your name.
Did I send you the wrong trailer? I'm sorry.
I didn't. Whatever's coming, it's not playing by your rules.
yep. That's
What?
an AI one.
I sent you the wrong trailer. I'm so sorry, man.
Because this looks very AI.
It is.
Yeah.
I grabbed the wrong trailer. It started out the same as the other, so I thought it was. My apologies.
All right, let me
Dang
stop sharing there, and we can move on to the Avengers.
Okay, so
You-
these
you-
two, there was a bunch leaked at Comic Cons. Every year was shown to audiences, so there should be no major spoilers. But anybody who wants 0 spoilers, close your eyes, turn your ears off, whatever. They have released even the opening scene of the movie. This is just basically people that took cell phone footage, and I hope I sent you the 2 right ones on this. But I sent you 2 short ones because there is probably 15 minutes worth of footage out there. I did not want to do all that by any means.
I
just
have
want to-
not watched it. I have
Okay.
not watched it. I just loaded it up and got it ready. That way I could have a fresh reaction. So let's find out. All right. So it is the Doomsday new leak footage.
Correct.
Okay. Here we go.
Need my help? Well, that looks bad. It's weird to see you carrying that plate.
Okay.
Now that one I had not seen yet, It's not near as good as the other that I saw. But yeah, that's lots of one-on-one fighting battle stuff that they've shown. And like I say, the opening scene with Doom.
You know, I'm happy to see that Marvel is sticking with the ignoring mass when it comes to fighting scenes.
Well, I think I know what you're going with there. Like Hulk hitting.
No, like when Captain America jumps up in the air and then double kicks the Hulk, and then sends this 2-ton monstrosity going. Where is he getting the push from to send?
Or when Captain holds up his shield and Hulk punches him.
Well, that should work that way.
No, the shield, won't break.
Vibranium will absorb all of that. Vibranium will absorb all the kinetic energy coming off of that. And then
his feet don't have enough friction on the ground to keep from
comic book logic, damn it. They explain it in the comic book, therefore it works in the movie. This is how it works. No, you're right. But Vibranium's always been that.
At no point in these comic books do they have the Large Hadron Collider where they discovered the Higgs boson particle. So gravity does not affect this crap.
I guess not.
I will say since this has been leaked, they've already released that there is a whole nother opening scene where like Spider-Man and the X-Men are fighting on Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man world and shit. So the scene they released now, Marvel's saying is not the opening scene. So I don't know. I don't know if they're already changing stuff, but it's obvious with some of this footage, it's just not finished either.
No,
so
this has got a lot of polish left on it.
But there should be one more about 1 minute clip on there, I think, which is going on. That was it.
Yeah, that was the summation of what you sent me.
Oh shoot! I thought I'd sent the one where Doctor Doom and Shang-Chi are fighting, and it's pretty good. Doctor Doom whips out his sword and everything, and
it only sent me 2.
Dang it. Well, now I feel bad. We will check it out next week then.
Next week we need to check out the Supergirl stuff because it looks badass.
The Supergirl looks good. Lobo looks good.
Like Lobo.
Yeah, he looks like
Dude,
Lobo.
I'm sorry.
Hold on.
He is Lobo. Jason Momoa is Lobo.
I think I got it loaded. Hold on. It's is it this one? No, this shoot, hold on. The problem is that hold on. That's the one that showed up in Messenger as a TikTok-y kind of thing, right?
I don't know.
Reel?
It's short reel, yeah.
All right. So let me share this. There it is. All right, here we go.
You're such a
Yeah. No, there's another one. For that one. There's another one. I don't know if I sent it or not, but
nope, that's the one you sent.
Yeah, there's another one where she's talking to him in a bar and stuff, and they end up beating everybody's ass, and it's pretty good. But yeah,
I still like that. If you can read this, I didn't hit you hard enough. That's got a level of play behind it that I can get behind.
Yeah, they're definitely leaning into the 1990s Lobo.
Killing is my business, and business is good.
Yeah. Not that we'll ever see the 1980s Lobo, but the 1990s Lobo is great. Did you ever see the 80s Lobo?
No.
The one that carried his grandma around, or his kindergarten school teacher around with him?
No. That was so good, Lobo. This is the Omega Men Lobo. So Omega Men number 7, I think it is, first appearance to Lobo. He purple afro. He looks like Ronald McDonald, who does special things under the bridge with Caitlin. I mean, he looks, and he just was not a good character at all. And then somebody fished him out later and said, you know what, let's just take this is a throwaway character. Let's take him and have him break the fourth wall, do all the horrible. They're actually playing off of Ambush Bug, if you remember Ambush Bug.
Yeah.
So Deadpool stole all his shit from Lobo. Just saying.
Well, it's kind of like how they had to, there's another set of characters where there was an original release, and in order to make it even palatable to, society, they had to and the original Turtles were just horrible. And
Oh, yeah. Wow. He pushed about 6 buttons at the same time right
That's
there.
because his geek card only has 3 corners on it. Because to him, the original Turtles are the Archie ones from the cartoon.
Oh, okay,
Where they
okay,
all
yeah.
have the big belt logo. Yeah, that's
okay.
yeah. That's all
I
right.
could not help that. That was just too much fun.
It's all right. It's not like Star Trek where they have to reboot it every couple of years
Yeah.
and still not
Oh,
get it right. No,
God, don't even start me on. Like I said before, Star Trek doesn't believe in its own canon.
yeah.
Uh,
In fairness, Turtles have like 7 canon lines that they follow. Like there is no one canon. There's the Eastman and Laird canon. There's the animated canon. There's the Archie Comics canon. There's the Mirage Studios canon. Then there's the comic book canon. It just there is
It's
so
like-
much.
How many times does Uncle Ben gotta die?
Well, if you
Exactly.
follow it across the Spider-Verse, apparently almost all of them.
Almost. Yeah, he doesn't want it all.
Yeah, because there's a couple where Aunt May dies. Somebody's
Well,
got to die with him though.
Oh, it's like in. Did you guys finish watching Lower Decks?
No, I
No, I
haven't.
haven't. No.
One of the funny things is the last couple of episodes they do a multiverse hoppy kind of thing, and in every multiverse, Ensign Kim is Ensign Kim. All right, he never, except for one version of him, made it to second lieutenant. All right, and they're all like, "Oh, how did you do it?" All right, and he turns out to be the evil one.
That would kind of suck to go like in any Infinite universe I can't get above Ensign. That's okay. Okay.
Daryl, is that your wife behind you, flipping you off through that curtain?
He
Well,
can see
did. I
his.
didn't read it.
Fuck.
Okay, we'll let you go. I'll get the right deals by next week, and it's all right because my brain's fried. I have every excuse right now. It's Ren Fair time. I think a lot of our brains are fried. But yeah, we'll be. I'm going to be out working on ship tomorrow. We'll have everything up there. Great Plains this weekend. So feel free. Oh, she says. Jess says yes. I'm excited for Supergirl.
Yay!
Oh,
And
very good.
I am too. I
I am too.
like everything James Gunn's doing, and I know people are bashing on Lanterns like crazy. Fucking, you comic fans fucking suck. This week everybody's bitching and they're mad because they showed a trailer for Lanterns. And
You say that it's not the Gen X comic fans.
And no, it's not us,
It's the new generation of comic fans suck.
but it's called Lanterns. They pulled green out of the tub, but it's called Lanterns, and that's fine because now we have all sorts of lanterns. We have black lanterns, red lanterns, all this. So yeah, it can be called Lanterns. And in one of the clips, he's looking through his closet, and the green on his outfit is really dark and dingy. And it's like, oh yeah, it's probably his old outfit because he's probably retired now, and other lanterns are taking shit over. I'm cool with that. Thought nothing of it till I started seeing it across my feed. Everybody's pissed off at James Gunn now. Like, James Gunn's doing a great job. What's wrong? Not enough green in his costume.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's like, holy shit, green's not in the tile, green's not in the costume. They're no longer Green Lanterns, and the whole show sucks. And it's like, you don't even know the print. You don't even know why his outfit is dark. Nothing. Just fucking, let's just.
And there has always been more than one lantern.
Yeah.
More than one color of lanterns, you know? Yeah.
I heard it put best the other day when someone had pointed out the fact that way back when we were in school, all right, this is the problem with social media. Way back when we were in school, they separated the high achievers, the middle of the road people, and the special people who had to go to that special classroom, okay? And we didn't interact with each other, all right? So you didn't have to hear the idiots. All right. And that's the problem with social media, is that we're no longer separate. And so those idiots have just as much say as everybody else. And I'm sorry, you may have an opinion, but your opinion can be fucking wrong.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, and back in my day, just for the youngins watching, if there are any,
Yeah, youngins.
I remember back in my day, when I was young, D&D was part of the special education program because it taught you math, history, all these skills. And then about 85, 86, no, maybe a little
The
after that,
Satanic
87,
Panic came around.
Satanic Panic came around. Then it wasn't allowed anywhere at all. But before that, like we couldn't even roll up characters during recess. But before that, it was higher education. Like you could play D&D in school in some of the higher education classes. And then it
Mhm.
just, and
See, I
for the
remember
rest
when
of
that
my school
Satanic
run,
Panic came along. There's one thing I got to say, you know, because my mom, Southern Baptist, all the stuff like that. She took me to Southern Baptist church and everything. I remember when that Southern Panic came along. Our preacher at the Southern Baptist Church, Jack Craig. All right, he's like, all right, I got to find out about this. Show me what this is. All right, and he sat there and he
That's
sat
cool.
through a whole game and everything. He's like, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. And that was end of it for him. He had not a single problem with it because he actually sat down and looked at the shit.
don't get me wrong. And again, this is something we could do a whole episode on because we were right in the middle of all that shit. You more so than me, but yeah, yeah. I could see why some people were upset. I could see the scare. Don't get me wrong, but it got exaggerated to a point it didn't need to be. And then Tom Hanks and all that shit with Mazes and Monsters, every little thing that somebody that didn't know what they were talking about added to it, it just made it 10 times worse.
See, I would say that was because that all existed in a time frame before, you know, we had the internet and people could actually educate themselves. But right now we live in the time frame where everybody has access to the entire world's knowledge on a small obelisk in their pocket, and we still have flat earthers. So I ain't saying shit.
Yeah.
Well, geez, that's the other thing that's screwed up my algorithms. With all the Artemis stuff, I watch the flat Earth shit just because I'm like it. Like I watch Simon Dan. If you ever watch Simon Dan,
Don't watch that shit not once because it takes forever to get off your
oh,
algorithm.
Simon Dan's great. He's a science guy. I mean, all he does is debunk flat earthers left and right. But
Yeah,
I
but
love
it
watching
puts
it
you in
because
the flat Earth zone.
yeah, it puts me in that zone. So then flat Earth shit comes up, and then I'll just sit there and I'll be.
Thank you, Gannon.
All right, it's time to go. In the comments, we got your food. So we will see you guys later this weekend.
Hasta
Yes.
luego.
Hugs and kisses.
All right, and if you want the card for the winery, let me know. I'll get it to you.
Okay, I'll talk to you Friday on that.
All right, sounds good.
Night, guys.
All right.